What's up, guys? What's up, girls? It's V.
What's up, man?
How are you, baby?
I'm good.
Doing good.
Another day, another dollar.
That's it, man. So, look, today we have an opportunity. We're at the gym. I feel good about what we're going to talk about today. I love what you brought in towards the end of our last show, which introduced us to what we're going to talk about today.
Yep.
Talk to the people. What are we talking about?
So, the specific topic that we got today is
Boom, 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 boom.
the DNA, tailoring, actually personalizing your workouts to tailor your DNA so you can get the best results possible.
Yeah.
Because we all don't have the same genetic makeup. You know, we all come from different likes and different walks of this earth. So what I do and how I'm going to look is not going to be what you do and how you look.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that's a huge component for all of us as we choose our fitness journey. Because at the end of the day, you want something that's going to work well for you, right? So looking at what Vincent or I do on our Instagram may not be the thing that you need to be doing, right? And at the same time, some of us have these fantasies. I'm calling them fantasies. You want to look like someone, but depending on the way that your mom and your dad and your grandparents look may have something to do with that. V, can we start there about the way that the person was born and their genetic role? Some people want a bigger booty. Some people want maybe bigger biceps, or calves is another one that I hear a lot about. Can we start there?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you just look at your bloodline and look at anyone else's. Like, if I come from a family of athletes, I'm more than likely going to have an athletic body type and athletic structure, and my fast twitch muscles are probably going to be a little bit more lenient than yours.
Absolutely. So,
you know, and then we all come in. There's 3 different body types to this. There's the ectomorph, which is your more slender person. You know, those are the people that are typically harder to gain weight, and but it is easier for them to look lean and put on lean muscle mass if they do it correctly. Then you got your mesomorph. This is the person that can gain easily and lose easily, and they have more of a. Are they more the pear-shaped bodies? Yeah, they're more the pear-shaped bodies. And then you have your endomorph. These are your more oval type bodies. So you're going to be a lot wider, or you're going to be a lot more, a lot wider. Excuse me. So you're going to take up more space. Just naturally, and then those are the big bones. Yeah, the big there ain't no such thing as big bones.
You know what? I hear that a lot, right? I'm big boned and I'm big boned. You know, at the end of the day, it's funny to use. I think I've done a parody on Instagram about that once before. But I want to start with saying this first. There's nothing wrong with your body type. I think it's really important that you have to embrace your body type. Honestly, when I was younger, I hated my body type because I didn't really have to deal with a lot with putting on weight. I'm the opposite. I'm the guy that wrists look like the same size of his bicep and his ankle. So for me, I was a little puny guy, and then I noticed there were some things that I had some benefits in, right? That other body types didn't have the benefit in. So I did have my challenges with my body type. So let's start with each one, and let's talk about the beauty and the challenges. And I'm gonna throw this out here. This is for free. If you don't know your body type and you want more in-depth information about your body type, comment down below if you see this on Instagram and YouTube. I can send it to them. I can't inbox nobody on YouTube. Nope. So Instagram. So if you see this on Instagram or TikTok, comment down below body type, and I will personally send you a PDF so you can see everything that we're talking about more in depth.
Yeah, and I actually have a cool brand that I'm working with now called Now Future, and they're doing DNA tests based on your fitness, your nutrition, and your sleep. So you can get specific feedback about what it is that actually makes you get the best results possible. This tells you if you're lactose sensitive, salt.
That's dope.
It's really cool.
That's dope.
It's a really cool brand. I'll send you the link so you can send it out to the people as well if they want to check it out.
I want it for myself.
I want to see it as well. Yeah. You get it gives you a lot of detail, and it actually gives you a lot more clarity on your journey.
Man.
So
I love it.
So which body type should we start with first?
So I have on my screen. You want to go meso?
Okay, the mesomorph.
All right. Let's do it.
The mesomorph is these are your more like athletic looking people. These are more your jocks, I want to say. The people that are like, you're like, man, like, I want to look like that. You know, they kind of have that.
Is that you?
Nah, I'm the ecto.
Okay. I was just wondering.
I'm the ectomorph, but the mesomorph is the person like, man, there's like They never look too heavy. They never look too slim. You think like, man, if I could get that perfect body type. And I've definitely, when I was younger, I was always more slimmer. I've always been very lean. I've always been that type. So you can only imagine, like, at some point I wanted to put on weight.
Yeah.
When I moved to Florida for college, that's when I'm like, I'm at the beach and I'm like, nah, these guys got their shirts on, they got muscles, legs jumping. I'm like, nah, I can't be this little. So it just made me feel like a little kid. So, but the mesomorph body type is definitely one of the more, I don't want to say more prevalent because all the body types are prevalent out here, but they can maintain a lot easier when they go up in weight and when they go down in weight. It's very easy for them to do both. So that's kind of more of the, that's the blessing of it. That's a blessing of it. Yeah, that's a blessing of it.
Well, let's talk about the challenges of it as well. So I think personally, I've had the opportunity to train several different athletes, right? For several different, for several different phases of football, basketball, tennis, whatnot. And this is the biggest challenge. I don't typically train a lot of athletes when they're in the NFL or when they're in the NBA. I train them when they retire. So I get them when they're 40, 50, and 60. And this is the biggest challenge. It's the mentality. Because they were able to get away with so many different things, not eating as clean, being able to just go do 10 push-ups and look ripped. You can't do that as you get older. So the thing that they were doing at the age of 20, they don't get away with the age of 50 and 60. So that's kind of a disadvantage to me because it takes so many habits of consistency for you to build a certain body with the other body types. So now you had this frame and this body type, but you've been doing something for the last 30, 40 years and it doesn't work the same. It becomes more of a mental challenge. So for those that do have the body type, this is not the time where you just kick back and fold your arms and say, oh, I'm going to get away with it. You still need to work on your nutrients, making sure you understand how to fuel your body properly. Second, working out specifically for what you're working for, right? If you do that, when you do get 40, 50, 60, it's not a mental thing because you know what to do. Just imagine not doing it for 50 years and then boom. Oh, I got to eat right. Oh, I got to actually work out. So that's one of the, I say, disadvantages.
Yeah, that's definitely a true disadvantage of it, especially like being an athlete. They burn so many calories so much. It's easy to go eat bad, but I burned 2,000 calories today because I had a 3-hour-long practice and I got to go train twice more after this. So.
Yeah. Well, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Putting you on the spot. What type of workout do you think they should be doing when it comes to working out? Is it more, hey, I need to be doing just cardio because it's my body type because I put on muscle, or do I need to be doing strength training? What do you think will be
for the mesomorph?
Yep.
If I was to have a mesomorph build, I would definitely be a hypertrophy training type person because I'm going to fill out evenly and I'm going to lose and gain just like it's just going to be naturally naturally good. And those are those people where you're like, man, I should get that body. Because that body ain't your body, you know what I mean? And you can't have that if you're an endomorph. That's like an endomorph going to do. I would never tell an endomorph to go do any type of power training. That would be insane. You're just going to look extra wide. You're going to be strong, but you're going to be, it's almost like that boulder look. You're going to be, but hey, I wouldn't tell anybody, to each his own. So I wouldn't tell anybody to do that. So that's what I would suggest for a mesomorph is definitely hypertrophy training.
Nutrition-wise, tip, protein. Like, that's such a key component. You're going to hear me talk about protein, fats, and carbs on all of them, but specifically this one, because you have the advantage of the way that your body's built. Man, if you eat the proper amount of protein, it just makes things easier for you.
Yeah.
So, again, it kind of goes to, and I'm looking directly to you, it kind of goes into you being able to get away with it before that. Now that you're this age, you're not getting away with it. Trust me, doesn't matter what age you're at. Focus on the amount of protein you're eating. Just because you're not eating enough protein at the age of 18 and you still are ripped, what happens when you get 38, 48, and 58? You will not get away with it. So make sure the proper amount of protein is being done as you're doing those strength hypertrophy trainings that Vincent said. It will actually put you in a better position to find success in your body.
And another key one is chia seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Fiber.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand how important fiber is to the diet.
Yeah.
It's very, very important because it's going to help. It even helps with, black men are very prevalent with prostate cancer.
Yeah, that's true.
So fiber, so getting enough fiber in is helping your gut and just helping your digestive system keep track and just clean itself. And that way you feel fuller longer sometimes, but you're also able to push out waste way easier. So a superfood that you should not miss out on is fiber. You should get fiber in every day, I'm telling you. Or chia seeds, excuse me. Chia seeds specifically.
Is it a supplement you recommend? If it's not in their daily nutrients when you talk fiber or anything else they may need?
When I think about supplements, I always tell people, like, don't jump into the fat burners. Don't jump into the... Absolutely. I definitely don't recommend pre-workouts. I don't do that.
I know how I feel about it.
Yeah, so I recommend magnesium, the vitamin B complex, getting all your B vitamins in, because that's very, very hard to do, and some type of liver care one. Nice. Like, because your liver, it starts to store as we get older. If your liver is not working properly, it will store glycogen, and glycogen is sugar, right? Yeah. So if your body's not able to break down the sugar, it stores it as fat. So any type of plant-based vitamin that supports liver care as well.
I love it. Heard it from the GOAT.
And amino acids.
And amino acids, right. All right. I think we spent a good amount of time with that one.
Yeah.
What you want to go with next?
Let's just go at the typical ectomorph.
All right. Ecto. Ecto. You talking to young Chris Green. Actually, you're still talking to me, right?
You still got it?
it's so hard because a lot of people, especially as a fitness trainer, they think, oh, you've always looked like this, or you never dealt with the challenge I dealt with weight loss. And I'm like, yo, the same battles you have mentally is the same battles I had with being too skinny.
Yeah, they don't understand.
True story. When I was younger, I came in the fitness space at the age of 23. And I remember working the floor. My GM at the time was like, yo, work the floor, see different people, and offer your service if you see them doing it wrong. So if you can imagine the bicep machine, right? It's like this, and you get on and it kind of moves your body.
Yeah.
The girl was on there doing back rolls. So she's the opposite way. Them same funny videos we all watch. She's going up. So I was like, this is my time. This is my opportunity. I'm going to actually be able to sell something. So I went to her and I said, hey, you're actually doing the machine wrong. This is not a back machine. It's actually for your biceps.
Right.
If you sit down, put your elbows in the rib cage, the whole trainer talk, put your shoulders back and, squeeze your biceps, you'll actually work your bicep muscle. She looked at me, she said, don't talk to me until you grow a bicep. And I was like, damn, right? Yeah. So like as a trainer, that hits your pride and everything that you have. So, you think of the people that say, hey, I've been dealing with weight loss. You don't know how it feels to go to an airplane. You don't know how it feels to walk in a room. You feel like people are looking at you. It's the same thing. I dealt with or deal with the same thing. So hopefully you never dealt with something like that. But what you think?
I definitely have. So actually one of my recent posts, it went pretty viral. I was specifically talking to women about doing the kickback on the Stairmaster.
Okay.
Like that glow, like they're growing their glutes.
Okay, yeah.
But anyways, some lady watched the whole thing through, and she commented, she was like,
"Oh boy,
so funny." I couldn't do that but laugh. She's like, "Why would I listen to you with that bone dry build?"
Dang.
Bone dry is hilarious. I was like, hey, I am skinny, man.
On Instagram?
On Instagram. So I'm in tears. I'm like, that was a good one. Like, I can laugh when people try to bully me because I don't really care.
Wow.
But I thought that was super funny.
Wow.
So that was probably about the funniest joke I've ever seen of all time.
Okay.
I've ever seen somebody give me. But
okay.
Yeah, just like, but anyways, so like Chris was saying, like, just how you guys show weight loss, like, there's people that don't want to be skinny either, like, or not too skinny. You know what I mean? It's like, I want to have some muscle to me. You know, I have some like girth to me. You know what I mean? Like, I want to look like
like I work out.
I want to look like I work out. So, and that's true. Like, your mental health isn't more important because you have to do a weight loss challenge than mine, because I'm still going through a phase where I'm not comfortable either. Yeah. We're both not comfortable at the end of the day with who we are. And we're looking at our self-image and we don't like it. So we're going through the same problem. Yours is just different. Like, you got to do something else and I got to do something else. Real. Like, it may be tough to lose 100 pounds, but you don't know how tough it is to gain 15, 20 pounds of muscle either. Like, you gotta feel like you gotta starve yourself. I feel like I gotta stuff myself. Yeah. So it's like
both of them are equally hard.
Both of them are equally hard, and it's not fair to say one person's challenges is harder than the other. So
that's a memory, man, that I don't have to have again. I do not miss that woman telling me that. Needless to say, she didn't train with me. The bone dry was funny. Hey, you know what? Somebody commented on one of our last podcasts I had put on YouTube, and you never know the reactions you get to people or how they feel about it, but everything we're saying, it comes from love, right? And we want to benefit you guys. So all right, challenges and disadvantages, which one you want to start with? Or challenges or advantages?
Of the ectomorph?
Yeah.
We can talk about the challenges.
Which one you want first? Or which one you want? Which one you want to talk about the challenges, or do you want to talk about the advantages?
I can talk about the advantages.
All right, let's jump right into it. What you got for an advantage? What makes this body type an advantage?
That metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
Metabolism always high. You ain't gonna lose,
Yep.
but you ain't gonna gain.
Yep.
No matter what you do. Like my stepbrother, he's 20. I'm 27. He'll be 29 soon. So, anyways, I can see this guy eat. I'm talking about he could eat 3,000 calories in a day, but he's not gonna gain a pound.
Wow.
Like,
Dang.
it's insane. Like,
Dang.
I've never seen someone eat
Dang.
this much food but gain no weight.
Dang.
He ain't nothing but 130 something pounds. Yeah. Like, I'm like, there's no way you could have ribs, greens, macaroni, cheese, and bread, and then later go get another plate just as big, and you not gained no weight since we were like 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like crazy. So that is the advantage of it, is like you do have a high metabolism, and that metabolism kind of stays with you for a while until you really trick it over and, you know, go overboard, or you start to do stuff. Like, he's not a drinker, so I think that's why he's able to really keep it very, very low, because he's not putting, you know, extra stuff on there that slows it down. Sugar. Stuff like that. But he does eat a lot of processed food, so that's what amazed me. This is the only person I've ever seen this much processed food and not gain any weight. So
must be nice. Yeah. Well, you know, it's one of those things too. Thinking out loud, going back to how old you said he was?
My brother he'll be 29 in March.
29, yeah. So in my 20s, because I'm 40, y'all. In my 20s, especially when I played basketball, early 20s. Yeah. Oh man, I eat honey buns, back door with a hamburger all day, right? Because that metabolism was so high, and I mentioned it. And that's why I don't encourage it. As you get older, you don't get away with those things. But I want to kind of now go to some of the challenges. The challenges, because you went to the advantages. One of the challenges that I personally went through was eating. Like, you kind of mentioned how hard it is. It is really hard. I know this sounds really weird to some, but it is really hard to eat. And when you have the body type that me and Vincent has, it's hard to put on muscle, right? At the end of the day, for you to work out and not put the proper amount of protein in your body, it makes it really, 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 really difficult. So just remember, there are some advantages and disadvantages for every body part, but specifically with this one, man, it's going to be tough to put on muscle, but you can. If I can do it, Vincent can do it, you can do it. You just got to make sure you put in enough protein in your body. Yeah.
So question, this is just something I've been wondering, and I guess I just wanted to ask you, like, since we have the same body type, like, as you get older, like, see, most people, like, our body types are so worried about being 200 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, but I'm comfortable, like, I'm 175. I don't like it, but that number on the scale really does not mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm healthy, I look healthy. Like, I just want you to be able to tell, like, I work out. That's all I really care about. But I was going to say, like, as you get older, is it, like, does the weight come, like, the getting older weight come just naturally?
Yeah,
like,
I think the anatomy of the body changes for everybody, right? But specifically for me, I thought, so I'm 6'3", right? I thought I would be 180 forever, right? And I prayed to be 180 in high school, and I still couldn't get there, right? I think I was like 150 in high school. So when I got to like my 20s, I was like 180, and I was like, this is never going to change. And then I said about 3 years ago was the first time I actually seen some belly fat. I was like, yo, where is this belly fat coming from? Like, why? Where's my abs at, right? And I was the guy that could do 10 abs and then they'll pop up. But to answer your question, I do believe as Chris got older, it was easier to store my body fat. But I think two reasons for me specifically. Number one was alcohol. I went from like not drinking at all. Like, I probably didn't really have a drink until like 25, 28. And then now as I got older and got married, I found a taking to tequila. So I start storing a little bit easier. I think number one was alcohol. Excuse me. And then number two, the way I used to get away with things, I wasn't getting away with. Right. So now it was different. Like, oh man, I can't just go work out 3 times a week and I'm good to go. So now I had to be more focus driven on certain muscle groups and make sure I'm not overtraining was a big thing for me, because if I overtrained my muscles, basically if I overtrain, Vincent, if this makes sense, I don't want to make it complicated for everybody. If I overtrained and I wasn't eating enough, it's not going to do what it needs to do. That was number one. If I overtrained and I got older, I started hurting myself. So very long answer for a very short question. To answer your question, yes, it did get a little more.
Boy, don't stretch no more.
Yeah, I gotta, I'm back on my mobility. I'm back on it.
Oh, we gotta keep up with them stretches.
But no, I think that's solid information, man. And what we're talking about, I would love some feedback. What do you guys think? Is this valuable? Did you know this? Did you not know this? All right.
Yeah, for sure. And then the last one.
All right. Who starts with this one? This one, I think, is very popular for Mean Green specifically. Because a lot of people, we get into the gyms, right? One of the most common reasons you think that went off. So. One of the most common reasons is weight loss. I want to lose weight. 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 So I call it the endo. Which you want to start with it?
You start this one off.
What you want? Advantages or challenges?
I'll go. What did I do last on the ecto? Did I do advantages?
You did.
I do challenges on this one.
And I do advantages.
Yeah.
Deal. So I'm curious.
Should I switch the camera? Or
it don't matter. Okay. Up to you.
Because I knew it was gonna be just back and forth.
Unless we work that, we might get Nat in here and be like, "Can you work that one camera?" Y'all think we can get Nat in here to work the main camera? No, just kidding. All right, so I'm doing advantages.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people think there's an advantage of being an endo.
There is. There's an advantage to all of them.
Like, what do you think is an advantage of this body type? Not just them in general. Okay. Because it's cool because, as I said at the very beginning, there's beauty in all the different body types. Yeah. But I get so many people that come into a gym or used to come to our boot camps. It's like, man, I wish I wasn't made this way. And it's like, no, you have some things that I know from my body type I wish I had. All right. So you probably, for those that don't have this body type or do have this body type, if you were to take a guess, and I'm going to give you about a 5-second delay, what do you think the advantage is? Your power, man, your strength.
You're gonna be strong.
Oh, you strong, right? So like, so my body type. The reason why it's hard for us to put on muscle is because the fatigue of our muscle groups, they fall shorter than yours, right? So typically this body type, their muscles last longer, which means if your muscles last longer, your strength, not your muscles in general, but your strength as you're doing a rep, it lasts longer. You don't fatigue as fast. Then you can put in more work. If you can put in more work, you actually can lose more body fat, right? Mm-hmm. So that's one of the main advantages that I see. So if you've ever seen someone, and you know who I'm talking to, bro, and since you know I'm talking directly to you, you be in the gym like, oh, I'm killing this front squat. I'm killing these push press. It's because you're powerful and you're unbelievably made. And I'm glad God made you that way. So don't ever think you don't have an advantage or disadvantage. You do have an advantage in your body type.
Yeah, no, that's a big advantage because they walk into the gym and it's like they can never work out, but they may be able to do something I've been trying to train to do for a minute. And I'm just like, how can you do that? But I always thought, I never really understood it. I always thought it was like, I'm like, dang, you got a lot of meat on your bones. I'm like, does that make you stronger for real? Like, but I just think it's your body type, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's just more, you got more energy into those muscles for some reason. And you just sustain strength way better than any other body type.
I wish I can get it like y'all. Seriously. So
I guess the challenges of the, the challenges of them will also be, you guys really have to focus. Like you gotta be calorie counting, macro hitting, and you gotta be tracking weights.
It's not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair at all. But you really gotta be detailed into your plan, because if you just freestyle it, you'll be like, I'm getting bulky quick, and you'll be like, you don't know why whatsoever. But that's when we tell you, like, you sustain more strength. Yeah. So like, you gotta be very detailed in your approach, because if you don't, you're gonna build a body type that you're not gonna like.
Absolutely.
But the biggest, another big challenge is too, you guys are gonna hold on to a lot of body fat. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna hold on to a lot of body fat in areas that you don't want to hold on to it. And women, that's typically mainly in your abdominals, hips, gut, hip, thighs, everything. That's where you. Typically, everybody wants to lose. Yeah. But that's just the body type that holds on to it more. But you got to embrace that. But the crazy thing is, so many women want to look like you. Yeah.
Because when we get the other body type, I want hips, I want a booty, and it's like, I mean, we can do some surgery, but it's not gonna look like Kim over there, right? But and I say that jokingly, but it's a beauty to all of our body types, right? It really is. And I love what you said, because if they don't keep up with their nutrition aspect of it, but you're lifting, your muscles are there. But on top of that muscle, as that muscle grow, on top of that body fat's there, you're just getting
bulkier.
right?
You're
So
wider, you're getting broad.
yeah.
Like,
So I challenge you to. It's not even for you to start that today. Just educate yourself on it, right? Was it calorie counting? Is it macros? Is it portion control? Is it the amount of water? All these things are doable. All these things you can take advantage of. All of these 3 different body types can find success and results.
Yeah.
It's just knowing how to do it.
I guess the biggest challenge. Well, I challenge you on just learn your body type.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, just go like, what's my body type? And if you don't know, like you said, Chris can send it over to you.
Yeah.
You just comment below.
Absolutely.
Like, learn your body type and that's how you will really figure out what works best for you.
Yeah.
Because the endomorph, probably, if you want to lose weight, I would more HIIT, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, something that's not going to put too much lean muscle on you, but you can still build some. You can burn a lot of calories and things like that. I would never just. It's hard to take an endomorph and put them into a strength training program, especially when it comes to weight loss, because that's going to be it's going to be a lot slower.
That's tough.
Like, you're going to see results a lot slower. Like Mesomorph, I'm gonna put you through both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you through a month of HIIT. I'm gonna put you a month of strength training, a month of HIIT, a month of strength training, and we're gonna cut you up, and you're gonna look good.
Right.
Yeah. Ectomorph, like I said, now your biggest challenge is nutrition too. Like just how the endomorph's biggest challenge is nutrition, the ectomorph's biggest challenge is nutrition. So it's like you can't skip that. Like
that's
if
real.
You're ecto,
Well said.
if you're ecto, you have got to be mindful of how much food you got to put in to your body per day. Like I cannot gain weight for anything. Like, and I don't want to stuff myself, but I definitely want to put on like another 5 to 10 pounds of muscle. But I just cannot find it in me to go eat like 3 times a day.
You almost got to drink it.
Yeah, that's why I could. That when I do gain weight, for people that are out there that are ectomorphs, the best way to gain weight if you can't eat is definitely to drink your calories. Find a protein, make a protein smoothie that's all natural. Put fruits, put your peanut butter in it, put your oats in it, put your carbs, put everything in it, pack it up, and a little protein powder if that's what you're into. Pack it up, drink like one of those a day, 1 or 2. That's a meal replacement. Get your 2 meals in, and that's the best way that I can tell you how to gain weight. Yeah, that was the only way I found success. It wasn't going to be through eting a lot of calories. Yeah, I don't need.
And it's hard. It's literally hard to eat. I don't think people understand that if they've never been through it. So, but no, I think that's great, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that portion. The next part I want to dive into, I'm really looking forward to this one. All right. And it's cool because me and Vincent, I know y'all know, we click, and it's like, man, they probably been knowing each other forever. But we just met, a couple months ago. Yeah, and we just got a lot of things in common. Yeah.
November, probably, most likely.
Here's the Chris Green of me. All right. This is my thought, and I wanted to see what you think about it. What happens when Jill comes into the gym, but she want to look like Keisha? All right. She want the hips and the booty, but what happens when Keisha come in the gym
and want
to look like Jill? Yeah. All right, and what I mean by that is there are some women that are going to be super slim, right? And they don't got the big old booty and the hips, right? And then the ladies that have the big hips and the big booty, they're like, I don't want all this booty and I don't want all this hips. How can I look like Jill and I just want to be super slim? Can you start with that? I think that'd be cool to kind of discuss this because it's really important to talk about.
How do we navigate this as trainers, or?
You know what? How do we rip the Band-Aid off and just tell them the truth?
Oh,
Keisha, you ain't about to look like Jill.
Yeah, I break it down to you. Listen, like no matter what you do, you are never going to look like another person. Like I'm never gonna look like, I guess, who's my idol? That I don't know. I would say. Who's got a good build that I was? Michael B. Jordan when he did Creed.
Michael B. Jordan.
I was like, okay, this guy beefed up. Like he got good size on him now. Like I like how he's built. Like I would want to imitate that build. But I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know if my shoulders can get that broad.
Creed, you know? Michael B. Jordan,
Creed,
right?
Yeah, Creed one.
I'm gonna put Creed too.
And he's probably still in that shape. Like, and my chest definitely doesn't get that big. So I would
look at this one. Because I remember him on The Wire.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
But, like, once we get really fancy with our podcast, we'll show the images that we see on the computer screen. But, okay, going back to our body types, because we have the same body type. Do you not like chest on other men, but there's a chest image and desire of you, right?
Yeah, for sure, but I can't get it.
Right? So, if you think of a chest, the way I look at it, you have the what's it called, the cut, what is it called? The
cut,
the definition.
Like, yeah, the definition.
In between. Then you got the lower cut underneath. Then you have the thickness up top, the thickness in the middle, and the thickness underneath, right? Yep. So for me, I don't get a really big thickness up top. Like, I can work my butt off. It's just really difficult. And then I don't really get bulky in the center part, which I wish, and I'm still trying to defeat the odds. But I do get the definition under, and I do get the cut in the middle. So
yeah, no, for sure. I get this same exact thing. Like, this up here is not growing. It's not going to be beefed up. It's just not what it is. Not for my body. And then, like I said, the middle part, like I can bench press. I can do dumbbells with 100-pound dumbbells, like bench press. And you look at me and you be like, that's, you know, you think I would have a big beef chest, but I don't. Like, it's not going to be like that.
It's not that you don't have the strength.
Yeah. I'm strong. I'm very strong enough. I'm very well capable to do the things that these people do.
If not more.
Yeah, if not more.
That's the thing.
It's just, you know, our genetic makeup is just like that. So you got to kind of understand, like, okay, if my hips are wide, my hips are wide. Like, they ain't going nowhere. You can't shrink hips. We can't shave no bones. We can't.
I guess some people are. They making people taller now.
Oh yeah, I have heard of that.
They got surgeries make you taller, and congrats if you got it. You know, I ain't hating on it, but yeah, man, I think to the point of Michael B. Jordan, I think when I watched Creed, whether it was 1 or 2, I was like, dang, I want to go work out.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
And the beauty of internet now, it was different. Like when I was, what year you born?
97.
Damn. 97. Hey. I was in middle school. I was in 7th grade.
I made the cut.
You made the cut, I think. I made the cut. But I remember back in that day, we had a magazine called East Bay.
Oh yeah, I remember East Bay.
Yeah. So East Bay at that time was like where you order all your shoes from.
Shoes, Nike
and
gear,
there was a shoe I ordered called the Strength shoe. Right, and the Strength shoe, it loaded. Have you ever seen the Strength shoe?
I had some.
Oh, you had some. Okay, so I ain't that
for the vertical jump.
Vertical jump, right?
Yeah, I had that.
So at that time, we would look at magazines and hope that we were doing what the pro athletes were doing. The beauty that we have now is YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You're actually seeing what these people are doing. So we would guess back in the day, and the reason why I said all that is to say I was waiting for like Michael B to go to like Ellen or Oprah, and that question was going to be asked, what type of workouts were you doing? Yeah. And I loved his response. He's like, I drank a whole bunch of water, I ate food, and I just worked out every day. It was nothing special.
That's all it is to it. Yeah, that's all it is to it. And then I think, like, I just try to tell people that I'm like, man, fitness it's not the most complicated thing that you can think of. Like, it's really 3 things: consistency, lift weights, and food.
That's it. And repeat.
Yeah, and repeat. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's it. But the reason why he got the definition, and I hope y'all don't miss this, genetically, he has it that way.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to J-Lo, I don't know whether it's real or not. I think it's real. You know, it look good.
I don't know.
J-Lo, I don't know.
I haven't seen her.
I don't know.
I haven't seen her in a while.
So, J-Lo, right?
Halle Berry is my favorite.
Halle, let's look at live. She got a booty?
Nah. I'm just talking about her body type.
Well, J-Lo got a booty, right? She got insurance. Heard. She got insurance on her booty. Did you know that?
Oh, I believe it. Oh, yeah.
You're about to get me in trouble. Tina, if you go through my computer and be like, why you looking at booty? J-Lo booty.
Not the search history.
So, J-Lo's booty, right? If just as the chest of a man. Now let's bring that to the woman.
Oh, yeah, to the woman.
Right?
Yeah.
So, ladies, I just specifically wanted to connect with you. I'm not saying that you can't make your butt more defined. I'm not saying that you can't make your butt the best butt of your butt. But if you have a butt like, what's the girl in Colombia?
Colombiana?
No, I don't know
Colombia.
her. The movie Colombia.
Colombiana?
Is that her name? She also played on the
Zoe Saldana?
Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
So Zoe's booty is different than J-Lo's booty,
for sure.
right? Both beautiful booties, but if oh, you gonna put me on the list on myself now? Get him, Liv. But if Zoe's booty come in and say, I want to have a J-Lo's booty, it's nothing that she can do to have the thickness, the girth of her butt, right? Because genetically she has it. Now that's if it's all natural, right? Yeah. But I like where we're going with all this. But what I'm getting to is the way that Vincent and I feel about Michael B. Like, man, it's like if I can get that chest, that'd be super dope. I feel like there's a lot of women that walk into a gym and they see a girl, and this is the funny thing. and I might step on some toes, you're inboxing her on her Instagram saying, hey girl, how you get that butt? And they like, buy my band. If you do 10 slides to the right and 10 slides to the left, get on the Stairmaster, kick your leg backwards with the band on, you'll get a butt just like me. And that is not correct. All right. So just understand there's a genetic makeup to everybody's body. And you just got to love your body.
For sure. You got to.
You're going to put me on my own screen.
Talk about beautiful booties.
Let me get this screen off. I'm gonna go back to Michael B. Empty my what's
search bar. Man.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, yeah, just so where are we going?
I say we're at a point where we're telling people to identify what their body looks like, and then love their body and understand where your body can be.
Yeah, because it's not like no matter what you do, it's just not like. I wish I could have it. I promise you, I wish I could have a chest like that. Yeah. But I done tried. I done got up to benching 100 pounds. I'm like, hey, I'm not going no more than this. This is getting kind of heavy. You know what I mean? Yep. And it ain't came in. Yep. So I'm like, if I got to do 200 pounds to get a chest, I'm like, is it really worth it? I'm healthy. Yeah. You know, I'm confident people compliment me when they see me. So, hey, you know, I'm doing something right.
And that's the crazy thing. Zoe's her name, right?
Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
I bet somebody has complimented her butt.
Yeah, for sure. I bet she wants it to look different, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny, because it's this guy, he's an influencer. And
Sean T, I know you're going to say.
I wasn't going to say Sean, it's another guy.
Who?
His name is Panda. Do you know who Panda is?
Simeon Panda.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks...
But check this out. He helped me with something.
Simeon Panda.
You know how to spell that?
Yeah, S-I...
S-I-M-E-O-N. S-I-M.
Yep, first one.
First one. So the reason why I'm bringing this up, that was actually the best picture. So I follow him on Instagram, and he had said something in one of his videos. He was like, as big as this dude is and as swole as he is, he was like, I cannot get my top part of my chest. And I never looked at him, but if you look at the pictures, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah. So whether you like different physiques or not, I thought him sharing his own story and perspective, it really helped me. Like, yo, I would have never thought he would have thought that of himself. But seeing that now, every time I see a picture of him, I'm like, oh, he doesn't, right? Yeah.
So question, do you think, this is just not no shade to him, got a great physique, you know, do you think people can get naturally that big and be that lean? Because I'm 6'1" and he's 6'1".
So we're going there.
I don't think I can get that physique off of natural food and lifting.
We're going there.
I can do it.
We're going there.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Nah, I'm 6'1", he's 6'1". Like, he looks like, he probably look like three or four of me.
It's a big boy.
So that means, like, I need another 20 years to look like that. And he's 40 years old. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So this is what I say. I can't say what I've never done.
Yeah, true.
That's number one. Put on my disclaimers first. Number two, I've never seen him work out for the longevity of what he's done and also seen what he's ate. Those are all my disclaimers. However, 6'1", he in this picture, he looked like he looked
like 6'4".
Yeah,
he looked like 6'4", about, you know, when you look that much, he's probably about he gotta be about 215.
You like big boy. It's hard for me to say.
Yeah.
The thing I look at, honestly, personally, when you kind of go to those
veins,
supplements, veins. Like, one day we'll talk about it, but if their veins look like this versus just there, then it's kind of like, So, I don't know. You know, right there, he's holding weight, so his veins are going to be everywhere. But I don't know. Maybe we can get him on the podcast and break it down.
If we ever get to guest, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But from what I've seen, shout out to Panda, man. I think you do an incredible job. Your content and stuff. I would love to know, like, from his mouth. It would be cool.
Yeah, show me, man.
Right. Because we want to do what you're doing.
I don't want to be that big, but I'll be an extra 15.
Yeah, I'm about to say, give me about 20 of that.
Yeah.
Give me about 20 of that. Talking about Tina. Yeah, give me about 20 of that. All love. But no, man, I think at the end of the day, the hope with this show and this podcast, at this episode, is like, yo, this is my body type. Oh, this is how I'm gonna work moving forward. And then maybe I didn't know that if I didn't have big hips, and my mom didn't have big hips, and my grandmother didn't have big hips, maybe that's the reason why I won't have big hips, right? And that's okay. But every day I get in the gym, even though I know my weaknesses of my body, man, I love my body. Because there's some things, like right now, I can go do 2 pull-ups, and my back and my biceps is on and popping. I can do some lunges and some squats, my quads, hamstrings, and some calf raises, I'm poking out. So there's some strengths of my body. But there's also some things that I wish it was a little bit different.
Yeah,
and I'm okay with it.
I love the lean. I love being lean. I'm not gonna lie. I think it provides a lot of longevity in the game.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that's, if I was to tell anybody where to go with their body, I would say try to be as lean as possible.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Because just health wise, because the looks is gonna fade. Like I'm not gonna always be cut up. You know, I'm gonna look good for my age, hopefully at 50 and 60 and stuff like that. But the look is going to fade.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I mean? Like all that is going to drop.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like, who's the healthier person now?
That's
so
real.
like you just want to be healthy. So
that's real. I'd like to add this in too, bro, because we were talking about this prior to us starting, right?
Yeah.
I'm working out, setting up cameras, emailing people all at the same time. I think Vincent think I'm weird. But we were talking about training people that are older than us.
Oh, yeah.
And the beauty of it is like I love training someone that's 80.
Love it.
And the reason why, obviously they want their body to feel a certain way and look a certain way, but the most important thing is movement and life, and want to wake up feeling good and be fit, right? So like we lose that in our ages of our 20s, 30s, and 40s. Like we're at a point where it's like, man, I still look good, I still want this, but we cannot miss the big picture of it, right? Exactly. Movement, life, breathing on your own, no needles that need to be injected into your body every single day, and all that plays a big role, man. So y'all stay positive, stay consistent, man, and celebrate your victories.
Yeah. And then biggest key is like, if you really want to be healthy and you really want to build the body that you want to build, functional compound movements are the key.
Oh, it's key.
The key. It's not the tap, 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 lunge, tap, 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 lunge. It's the normal lunge, it's the normal squat, it's the hip thrust, it's all those, and it's the food. Whatever you put into your body is going to show. Like, you are what you eat, really. Like, you can't eat bad and then expect good. It doesn't work that way. So, you know, if you eat trash, you're going to, I don't want to say you're going to look like trash, but you're going to.
Somebody had tagged me on this the other day. You ever seen that picture?
Yeah, that's a perfect example. I'm
about 80%, but give me 20% of that. I'm about 10% because I like hamburgers.
See me, I'm all the way.
You all in?
Yeah, I don't cheat. I shouldn't say I don't cheat.
Be like me when I get older.
Man, if I was to be honest, I'd probably have a cheat meal. Probably 5 to 8 times a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, hold on. Let's talk about this as we finish this up. Who else wants to know what is a cheat meal to Vincent? I have to ask the question. Vincent, what is a cheat meal?
Okay, my cheat meal is I'm a wings and fried till I die.
Okay.
So
I was scared.
I'm a fried of wings, fried French fries.
Okay.
Give me some ranch, some hot honey wings.
He's normal.
That's my cheat meal. But I can't burgers, sodas. I drink a little soda sometime just to get that little. But man, I'll be like, man, this burn.
But you'll do like a fried wing.
Yeah, I do.
I thought he was about to say like a turkey burger, salmon. Salmon's my cheat meal. I was gonna be like, guys, let's just give up on life.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, y'all, even with my cheat meals, I think my biggest cheat meals, I love Mexican food. Okay. So like, I'm gonna say their name. Maybe they give me a sponsorship one day. Lupe. I love me some Lupe.
Is Mexican really cheat though? When I look at a cheat meal, I just looked at what it's cooked with. If that makes sense.
Because it's how you cook it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, but when I think Mexican food, I think carbs, a protein. They got some veggies. They got some beans.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not that. The flour, I guess, is where it gets a little tricky.
Depending on the amount of carbohydrates you want to put in your body, right?
Right.
So I like Lupe because I think their ingredients and the way they cook it is the best way. Obviously, Taco Bell and Lupe is going to be totally different. So I love their fajitas. So I love the fajitas. It tastes real good. Now, I'm not going to act like I go in there all the time and just eat that. My favorite cheat is nachos. I love nachos. So the amount of... And I know you might be thinking healthiest way of cooking nachos, but I don't like it the healthiest way. I like it with the cheese. I like it with, I'm eating it the way they bring it on the table.
Cream?
Sour cream, guacamole. I want. Now, what you like on? You got your headphones on? What you like on your nachos? What you like on nachos?
On nachos?
Yeah.
Why is this even a question right now?
Because Vincent was talking about his cheat meal, and he said his cheat meal is celery, carrots, and I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What? That's a cheat meal?
My cheat meal is wings and fries.
Wings and fries.
fries.
Let's do it. Well, I say I like nachos. Like I'm going to Lupe.
If I do nachos, everything gotta be on it.
Everything.
Guac,
Everything.
everything.
Sour cream.
All of it.
Ugh.
All of it.
Sour cream. Like my
Sour
stomach
cream.
hurt. Ugh.
But I don't eat nachos every day,
Right.
right? And if I wanted a healthier nacho, shout out to my boy down the street, it's Soul Food Vegan. I would go down there and get some of those. But no, man, I'm hoping that this show opened up a perspective to give us an opportunity to grow. That's what we want, right? We just want growth. We want to put ourselves in a position to make the right decision when possible. So hopefully today, the 3 different body types and accepting who you are and knowing what you can and can't do. And again, I'm not that guy that's going to tell you can't do it, but I'm just going to give you the perspective of who I've trained and what I've seen. There's something, J-Lo and Zoe is just 2 different booties. They both nice booties. Don't miss that. It's just 2 different types.
Oh, to speak on that before we cut it off, the one person that really has a great physique is the dude that man, he plays in all the movies. The white guy with the long hair. He was He was Aquaman and
that guy,
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, that guy. I'm like, yeah, I wish I could look like that, but I can't look like that either. He has like the Mesomorph. I think he's definitely Mesomorph. It's really easy
He's
for
tough.
me to tell. Yeah.
Because his shoulder's really broad.
Yeah, he's Meso.
Can you check out
He-
the first stall for me? There's
he's
one
tough.
in there.
Will do. He's tough.
Yeah. Like he has the real like action figure superhero physique, and there's like nothing wrong. Yeah.
You know what though? I've seen his body fat though, or with more body fat.
I like to be a little bit leaner than that, but
I've seen him, yeah. But I can respect that because
a mesomorph.
I've seen, you can see the difference in his body. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And it shows how much actors and actresses have to put in that work. Like,
yeah, they got to invest.
Yeah, it ain't no cheat meals then when you got $8 million on the line for your body to look a certain way. But
that roll.
Yep, got to get that roll.
But
all right,
perfect.
Anything else we miss out on?
If you want to learn your body type and you want a perfect plan tailored to your body type and you want trainers who actually understand it, you need to come down to Mean Green.
Come check us out, guys.
Hit me up on my Instagram. I also do personal plans as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm very aware of these things, and I keep it real with you. Like I'm never gonna sugarcoat.
Yeah. No, why not?
So,
why not?
yeah.
We'll make sure we put all those links down below. And look, man, as we leave, especially at the gym or when I see somebody at the store out and about, they see our social medias or the whole forum or listen to our podcast. And if y'all appreciate it, man, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all give us those thumbs up, those comments. It does a lot for us, and it encourages us at the same time. But other than that, man, if you don't have nothing, let's get out of here.
Nope, that's it.
All right. Y'all stay blessed. See y'all soon.
Peace.
Boom.